No, hey guys, how's it going? Chase Kaler here with Star Wars Beyond the Real.
Shall we punch it?
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it!
And I'm joined here with Calvin Peterson, a fellow Star Wars fan, maybe not as crazy as I am about Star Wars.
I don't know if anybody is as crazy. But
Well, there are a few.
There are lots of people,
I'm sure a lot of the viewers, if we have any viewers, are way more crazy than I am about Star Wars. Calvin is a big Lego fan. Did you tell me once it started with Star Wars, or where did that kind of start? I know you've got other fandoms that you like to collect more for Legos, but...
Yeah, that's a good question. My first set I got was probably like 4. And it was actually Cowboys and Native Americans.
There we go. I'm sure it wasn't called Cowboys and Native Americans back in 90, whatever.
We're on the internet, so we have to make this appropriate. But no, I think I really started with Star Wars Lego, though.
Yeah.
And they came out, 1999?
99,
so
I think,
I got
yeah.
my first set then.
Do you remember what
I
it
still
is by
have it.
chance?
It's the Darth Vader TIE Fighter, and I think it's a Y-Wing
Oh, cool.
set. So
Is it
yeah.
like the mini ones where the minifig isn't to scale, or is it...
It's to scale.
Okay.
It's pretty decent sized. The Y-Wing's probably about maybe a little bit smaller than that. Pretty close.
He's referencing the Y-Wing I have here. I have in my collection, it's hard to see, but a little Star Wars hangar bay of the different Rebellion ships and droids and things. So there's the Y-Wing I got that I'm loving. This was... well, you know more about it than I do. What's that line that this came out on? Is it... it's like the black box. It seemed more for adults than it did for kids, really. It's that... big
Ultimate-
Millennium Falcon. Is it the Ultimate? Is that what it's called? Okay,
Series,
Ultimate
or
Collector
UCS,
Series.
if you're
UCS.
a Lego nerd.
Yeah. See, this guy knows everything.
So-
Let's get right down into it. What we're doing today, we are going to be doing a build of the new Star Wars Mandalorian AT-ST Raider, I believe is what they're calling this. All right, well, let's start this. Let's open it up, start building
Okay.
it, and we'll keep the conversation. I got to be honest, the real reason I wanted to get this guy is for that right there, the Mandalorian minifig. I think that's going to be awesome. So let's pop her open and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it since
Okay.
you're like the proper.
With the huge knife.
You're one of those guys who like keeps the box, right?
I do keep the
like
box, yeah.
keep it in the best condition possible.
Yes.
See, I'm a terrible collector, Lego wise. I do that with some of my other, like action figures for sure. I'll keep in the thing.
I
But
need one of these.
you need one of the, that's
from my other sets.
that's the official Lego opening knife, sponsored by Lego. So
Awesome.
okay, right here. All right, Calvin, I'm sure you're the type of person that has a
I think
process.
you might want to start with the first pack, though, because you get to build the Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
I
all right.
think go ahead and do that.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I do the Mando while you do the ship?
Okay, that sounds good. Works for me.
Do you you've got a process? I'm guessing, right? What do? You just dump them all out? You just go for it? What's your?
I dump them all and
Okay.
go for it. Yep. I think my Lego passion kind of was fueled by a lot of different things. But I just love to build things, first of all. I've always loved building things. When I was a kid, I built a tree house. Like a massively huge tree house with my grandpa. And I just kind of always loved building. So Legos are really, the perfect sort of medium for building, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're small, so you could build something that would, in real life would be huge, it'd cost a lot, but you can build it in mini scale and save a lot of money.
Yeah.
And there's just such a big variety because Legos come out with so many different colors. You can really make like anything you want. One of the things I think is really cool about Lego is, there are a limited number of like brick types. But you can build like anything with those brick types.
Yeah.
And Lego finds really cool and clever ways to utilize bricks. And so a lot of times when I'm just building a set, I'm just like, this is so clever how they did this. My dream set right now is the UCS Millennium Falcon. It's $800, so that's probably going to have to be a little bit. But
that's the one that came out a couple years ago, right?
yeah.
Okay, I remember you sending me a text with a picture of it at the Lego store you went to.
It's huge.
And it's how many pieces?
It's 7,541.
Wow.
It's a lot.
That's like a week's worth of your time to
Literally.
put that together.
Yeah,
That's
but
great.
to me, that's like a super fun thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like
Um,
your dream hobby to
Yeah,
put that together.
that would be sweet.
So, one thing I'm interested in with Legos, and Star Wars Legos especially, because Star Wars, I think, and Lego have something very in common as far as something that we can really enjoy as a kid, but then can really grow into a passion as an adult.
Yeah.
And I think Lego and Star Wars go hand in hand, just like Harry Potter, where it's these things that we can love at any age, and each time they redo or make a new movie, TV show, new Harry Potter book, whatever it is, a new generation can come in and learn to love both Lego and whatever property they're promoting.
Yeah, for sure.
I know for me, Star Wars has been a big inspiration, like in my career. Like I want to be a filmmaker. I'm going to film school. That's kind of my passion, and that was very much driven through Star Wars. I'm just curious what your take is on Lego, like if it has had any impact as to what you want to do with your life. I'm just curious, like, do you think kids growing up on Legos, is this, do you think it inspires a lot of people to become engineers, or toy makers or things like that? Does it inspire you to do anything similar?
Yeah, I think my dream job right now is actually to work for Lego.
Yeah.
I have done sort of PR and marketing in my background, and so I kind of consider doing marketing for Lego.
Yeah.
So I might have to move to Denmark, where Lego's based out of. But
they don't have any U.S. offices?
Well, maybe, but
yeah.
Denmark would be pretty fun too.
That would be, yeah.
But yeah, I think it totally inspires people to build and create, kids and adults. And so I think what you're saying was true, that it's sort of a universal toy for everybody.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen people like online that do, like for example, one guy did Han Solo's blaster, right? And they'll do their own builds, and then they'll like sell the blueprints or like give people, or the certain parts they need, like on Etsy and things. Have you ever thought about doing one of those kits, or do you just stick brand only?
So I did think about it for the massive Harry Potter castle I talked about.
Yeah.
It has about half the actual castle like model that they use in the movie.
Right.
The other half would require like another 6,000 bricks or something. Wow. But somebody actually built it, and it looks amazing, and they also have the plans for it. So that's something I might want to do, but I also have to buy those bricks, and that's expensive.
That can get. Well, and they're quality little bricks. I mean, you think how expensive they are, and they seem kind of pricey for a children's toy, but really, I mean, these things are solid. Like, they don't
ABS
go anywhere.
plastic, they last forever.
Yeah, and they don't depreciate in value, I've noticed, much either,
No, there was an article that came out about a year ago, and it said that Legos hold value more than gold.
Really? More than gold? That's
yeah. So it's a good investment.
Yeah, you're just going to start burying them underground someday.
I wanted to point this out if the camera can... Do you think the camera can see it?
On this as well.
So this is a little paint roller,
but
yeah. We're using it to be some sort of like electrical wiring.
Oh, interesting.
And it's super clever. Like I was saying before, it's just, there's only a limited amount of Lego like styles they've made, but you can use them for so many different things.
Well, and I think you've told me in the past that when Lego has to, they'll make a new piece, but they try to refrain from that as much as possible.
Yeah, they do.
Which I thought was interesting. I mean, for example, here on The Mandalorian, obviously they have to make a new helmet, right? Because they don't have this helmet previously. It's not the same one as the Boba Fett, I don't think. Well, actually, maybe it is. Because it does have a little hole where you'd be able to put a rangefinder.
It might be.
Do you have
a
I don't have a Boba Fett, sadly. I've got a lot of other little ones. But no Boba Fett. But even like the rifle is just a configuration of other pieces, which will make the rifle here when you're done. Instead of making a new rifle that they're going to put onto it. And they still use the same blaster they use in almost every other Lego, rather than trying to make something different.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Plus, it makes it easier to replace pieces. Yeah, stick to their guns. There you go. Lego sticks to their guns. I like that. So Calvin is probably the greatest sticker placer in all of Lego history that I know of. Every time I do it, it looks like some horrible, crooked like somebody put on a temporary tattoo while they were drunk type of sticker placement. So I'm gonna have him do all the stickers, even when it's my turn to build.
It does give me a little anxiety
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't get it quite perfect, but I have gotten pretty dang good at it.
Yeah, I'd say. You can see how similar we are here with the. Oh, get that in there.
Nice.
Okay.
And the great thing about Lego is they give you a bunch of extra pieces.
Yeah. we do.
So that's the end of bag 1.
With me, with Star Wars collecting, you kind of have to stick to one thing, right? Like, you can't, I mean, you can. If you're Steve Sansweet, you can collect everything Star Wars, right? And you can have a museum and you can show people and it's awesome. Steve Sansweet's like the ultimate Star Wars fan. But you can't collect everything. I mean, you can try. But if you're like us, you don't have a huge budget.
Right.
Do you just try to stick to one thing and then you kind of veer off accidentally? Or how do you go about it? Are you looking to complete Harry Potter and then when you complete it, are you going to just kind of pump the brakes, or are you going to move on to a different fandom? Like, what's your...
Yeah, I think that I definitely want to complete my Harry Potter collection.
Yeah.
So however long it takes, I'm patient. I'm going to save up so I can complete that collection. But for me, it's really those kind of exclusive sets, the unique ones, that really capture my attention. Like this year, they came out with a Jurassic Park set.
Oh, really?
It has like a massive T-Rex that you can like move around, and
You make the T-Rex out of Lego?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
awesome. They came out with a Friends set, Stranger Things. So
you got the Friends one, right?
I got the Friend
Okay.
and the Stranger Things.
And I helped you build
Yep,
the Stranger
yep.
Things one, yeah.
So I definitely like those sort of unique special edition sets that kind of highlight the other fandoms I like too.
Right. Calvin has a great Instagram where he kind of shows off all of his collections and he does little photos. Because you've kind of always had a little bit of a passion for photography, haven't you?
Yeah, I really love photography. I haven't ever gone into like taking wedding pictures or anything, but I definitely love to take pictures. So it's kind of a fun way to combine my photography passion with my Lego passion. So it's called Built by Calvin. So follow me if you'd like, and that'd be awesome.
So, in your opinion, what has been the greatest, or maybe not the greatest, because it's pretty easy to say like the, collectible Millennium Falcon or something like that. But
Yeah.
what would you say is your favorite, or you think is the, has the biggest place in your heart for as far as like a line of Star Wars? Like there's the original 1999. And then they kind of rebooted that recently.
Yeah.
There's the Clone Wars era. Like, is there a certain time period that you kind of gravitate to the most with Star Wars Legos?
I think that they're like, for me, it's not as much about like the line, but like the specific sets.
Okay.
So there are definitely some particular sets that I think are really cool. I think it was 2011 they came out with a motorized AT-AT Walker.
Oh, really?
And again, at the time I was like still living at home and didn't have money for that, but
Was that large? Like, was it supposed to be to scale?
yeah,
to...
it's like this big. That scale motorized walking AT-AT is definitely one that I would really love to have in my collection. They also made an Ewok Village set.
Yes.
That's pretty massive.
Yes, and I've seen that.
And that's
I've heard
pretty
a lot.
cool.
That's one of my dream ones
Yeah.
too. Again, space. Man, I don't
Yeah.
know where I put that. One of
Yeah.
these days I'm gonna have to get a much bigger office.
Totally.
We're coming along great with this thing, as you can see. We've got ourselves a little bit of a ATST going on.
It's almost done.
It's almost done.
Second side's going on.
It's doing kind of panel at a time.
Yep. Panel at a time.
Awesome.
And it just like, I don't know if you can see, it kind of just slips right on there.
This thing is coming along.
It's coming along.
Are you doing the hatch there on the top?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really fun.
We are almost there, folks.
Just a few more bricks.
So I have enjoyed the Legos a lot more as they get better and they look more displayable than they have been in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So someday you'll get that $800 one too. right?
If I get enough followers or people watch these, and we
So
actually
Lego can sponsor you.
do well, not that Lego could sponsor me, but if we could get more viewers and it actually makes sense financially to purchase one, then yeah, for sure I'll be buying every Lego and doing a build
That would be
with
awesome.
every Lego.
Okay, I think that's about it.
Boom, there she is, and she even has the what I call the eyebrows of the ATST, which are the little flaps that come up in the front there. We'll turn that towards the camera and we'll see. Boom, there you have it, guys.
We just load up the cannons and then we're done.
As they say on Hot Wings, 540 pieces up, 540 pieces down. Something like that, I don't know, but I think this is looking pretty cool. It's going to be a great addition to my collection. Already got a spot picked out for it. I'll put a little, is that flash open? I'll let Calvin show you guys the ins and out on what this thing can do, what the mechanics are. So what cool features does this one have, you noticed, as you were putting it together?
Well, it has this little sort of dial in the back, so you can turn the cabin all the way around and shoot. Pew, pew, pew. Whatever you want to do. Has the little launchers right here on the sides, so you just press down.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And it launches.
Where's that coming out of? From through in the front there?
Yeah,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just on the front, there are these two.
That's awesome. It's kind of...
Oh, and it's already flying apart.
We lost our gunner.
Yeah, so the guns on the sides rotate, the guns on the front rotate, the eyebrow pieces you talked about rotate.
Yeah.
The hatch opens, and you can open
The
the whole top,
shebang.
and then I don't know if you can kind of see into there, but you've got the cabin with some controls, a seat, and then that comes right back on top.
Well, that's awesome. Okay. Well, there we have it. The ATST Raider from the new Mandalorian series. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you, Calvin, for coming and building this with me.
Thanks for inviting me.
Any excuse to get together and play Legos, I
be
will
there.
do. So I will give you a call. I love doing this. If you want to, again, shout out your Instagram or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, if you'd like to follow me, it's built by Calvin on Instagram.
He's got some cool stuff.
Check out
I love his Instagram because it's not just like whatever Legos are happening. It's just like a cool collections of weird ones you don't even know are gonna come into existence, like Disney rides and stuff, or like what was the
Tron one? Is that what
the
you're
Tron one,
Yeah.
Toy Story. I didn't even know they
Toy
made
Story.
Legos for things like this. So
Yeah,
it's fun to see.
pretty wide collection.
Even if you're just a Star Wars fan, it's cool to see all the little stuff you have in there. So, and hopefully you'll have some more.
I'll add more Star Wars
stuff
sets.
coming
Yeah,
up,
have
so.
another couple coming up. So.
Cool. Awesome. Are you gonna do? Have you done a post already for the castle, or are you doing
No,
that
yeah,
soon?
I'm working on that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So maybe when this is posted, it'll be there.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
for
thanks
joining
everybody.
us.
See ya.
Bye. Pew pew pew.